Hello, good morning. Welcome to Apefoo, Life Warrior, episode 9. Today I want to stress on the importance of waking up with a strong belief. With a belief so strong that it could propel you to becoming the strongest that you can become in the given day. It's important to have that belief when waking up so that you could really act upon your actions and really make use of the time that you have during the day to really become the strongest that you could become. It's important for a warrior to always have strong belief, as when times get tough and training gets even tougher, you need the belief to carry you through and to show you what you're really made of. Anyways, thanks for watching, enjoy the show, and hope you subscribe.
Alright, so today I'll be starting off with a weighted vest as normal. Here you see me trying on some moves with my hands tied around my back. It really helps relieve tension in the shoulders and the trapezius. It helps build a lot of balance and composure when you're carrying out moves once the vest is once the arms are not tied around the back, because you're able to balance more freely. Over here you see me using the arms a lot more and mixing up. It's combos, side kicks, roundhouse kicks, slipping and sliding, punching. You mentioned it, I'll be trying it. I'm normally trying to stay away from the jumping type stuff like kicks. I do a lot of jumping knees, but normally kicks I don't do, as I believe in an actual street fight situation they won't really come in use. Similarly, even in a competitive thing, it's just a useless way to expend energy, but it's a very good way to build stamina and confidence. Over here you see me really pushing myself to the limits, where I'm carrying out strength training and trying to activate as many muscles as possible while I'm on the apparatus. Because I'm wearing the vest, it's allowing me to work to levels that I'm not normally able to work to. It's a great exercise, this, because you're working different parts of your core. You're working the lower back and the opposite side as well. So it's a good, if you can get yourself a piece of apparatus or any kind of thing that elevates you from the ground, it's a good way to start operating your core to new levels. Obviously with the sloper grips, you see me working grip strength in a lot more difficult way to a normal chin up. So it's a lot more difficult to hold on to. Here, as you can see, the grips are a lot more easier to hold on to, and I'm a lot more lower to the ground, so I'm a lot more psychologically able to try to my absolute hardest. So the idea is to hold on for as long as possible and really exhaust the muscles while you're on the apparatus. Here you try and be seeing the muscle up. I try to keep the muscle up as slow and static as possible, so I'm fully activating every single muscle involved. Don't believe doing strength exercises in a dynamic way is very applicable in terms of gaining a lot of strength. Now that I've taken the vest off, it's amazing the amount of relief and the tension relief that my body feels. It's actually a weight lifted off my shoulder, and that's if I'm saying it slightly. You see me practicing combos as I was practicing earlier on, but now I'm a lot more free and able to experiment with lots of different combinations. So hey, I'm working on different combinations. I don't normally try many different kind of combinations, so it's all just improvised really. I don't really have a set routine or a set combo list that I try and do. I just try and do whatever I feel flow through my mind during the time of training. So I try to vary as much as possible, that being said, which is an important thing to do when you're training. You don't want to be doing the same stuff and the same routine ever. I think you should vary it as much as possible. The more you vary it, the more you try it, the more your mind has to work with. Obviously when it comes to strength training, there's only so much you could try, but you can become better at doing certain moves. Like over here, for instance, you see me doing stuff I was doing at the weighted vest, except now I'm trying to hold very high tension positions for a lot longer period of time, which in turn allows your mind to become stronger as well, which is also a very important element a warrior needs to have intact when he's training. You got to know your limitations and you got to know how far you can push yourself. Here you can see me working the core as I normally do, and in doing so I'm able to do exercises with my hands tied behind my back a lot more easier, with a lot more control. Here's just some combinations I'm working on, plus I'm using the washing line to help duck and dodge underneath, so it represents an obstacle, just like in real life. You'll have obstacles, so it's good to keep be best at solving obstacles on the training ground. Here you see me doing similar kind of moves as I was doing earlier with my weighted vest. However, now that it's off, I'm able to really just see the results of where the vest has left me, plus also carry out more repetitions and carry out repetitions at a higher intensity. So over here, for instance, with the muscle up, I'm doing it statically again as I was before, except now I'm just staying on the bar for longer and trying to keep my body in higher points of tension and work muscles which aren't worked normally. That's another positive aspect of doing strength exercises statically. You can really target and isolate muscles in a way that you're not able to do normally, which is why you see me constantly when I'm doing strength training doing it very slow and methodically and keeping it very static and controlled, as I believe having the control within the core is the strongest thing you can gain from doing any kind of strength training, as it really allows you to really focus on each individual muscle as much as you need to and really just use attention. Here you see me practicing combos inside the house. I'm trying to stay on the mat so I can practice on my footwork and practice on my range and my movements and my control. As you can see, it comes into good practice when I go outside for my penultimate round, where I'm practicing just some new kicks and moves that I've been working on. Basically, with a roundhouse kick, it generates a lot of momentum, so you could obviously follow it up with lots of other style of kicks. Same with a side kick. It's all about transferring the momentum and energy that you create, and that allows you to build upon doing combos. So obviously with kicks, those are big type motions, so you're able to work on more. Whereas with punches, it's more just mixing it up in as many exciting ways as possible, since you can throw a lot more and you expend a lot less energy. So you really want to work with the momentum while you have it. But with punches, if you want to make it more challenging, just use a washing line or any kind of equipment that allows you to bend lower and then allow you to really work the lower side of your body more, because obviously when you're punching, you're working your lower half a lot. Over here you see me practicing my core exercise, except now I'm trying to vary it from what I was doing earlier. I'm just trying to control my movement all the way to the top. When you see me going into the forward core position, is to work the opposite side of my core. But really, actually what I really want trying to attempt to do here is to do a handstand push-ups, which I'm not too great at doing, but I'm obviously working on it. But obviously if you have anything to hold your feet at the top, then this helps you a lot to build and work on. Here you see me working my core as well and my back. We have a lot of chin-up type moves that I do. I try stick my legs out or try and vary the positions as much as possible off my legs, my back, off my upper body and my lower body, to really work other areas that are not normally worked with a chin-up. Normally chin-ups only work your back and your arms, but now you can work your core a lot more and your back and your lower half of your body as well. You'll be surprised the amount of change and difference it makes. Here you see me just carrying on with what I was doing earlier on with the hands tied behind the back routine, which is good for your balance. Obviously your technique won't be as good initially, but it's something that you could work on over time. You're not perfect, no one's perfect, but you have to understand that it's a stepping stone. Here you see me just wrapping things up now with some punching and elbows combos. Instead of doing a hook or uppercut, I prefer the elbow. It's a similar motion, except you can get a lot more close and into the bag that way, and it feels a lot more nicer and natural for the body. Here you see me just winding up for another muscle up, where I'm trying to keep it as static as possible. But obviously to generate the energy required for you to lift your entire body over the bar, it does require some sort of dynamism, some sort of energy. But I feel that energy should be generated from the core and the back, and not from momentum by swinging the legs. Here you see me stretching off now, rounding off the day. I'm doing the crab as I always do. Good stretch, alleviates pain all over the body. And then I'm moving on to the shoulder stand, which is very good for the trapezius, as I was wearing weighted equipment earlier. It's a very good stretch. And finally a handstand, but I'm trying to activate as much of the back, as much of the muscles as possible while I'm in the handstand. And finally the hamstring stretch, very good all around stretch to be good at doing. And finally I'll just be stretching my finger strength and exhausting myself fully now on the bar. And over here you see me doing a very good stretch for your upper shoulders. and deltoids. Anyways, thank you for watching, hope you subscribe, look forward to episode 10.